Welcome to the new year. Let's consider what it's like to walk into the new year with lightness, joy, and hope. A new year is a new adventure, a new journey, and will take us into places we have never dreamed of, as well as into places that are familiar and comfortable. Let's imagine we're going on a journey that involves some hiking, as much or as little as you wish. Where would you most like to go? Perhaps it's somewhere in the mountains or near the ocean, maybe an island. And this will be a long journey, perhaps a whole year. Take some time to imagine your destination and what you hope to find there. What kind of scenery will you see? What kind of culture will you experience? What food might you taste? What part of the journey are you most looking forward to? And how do you feel as you contemplate the journey ahead of you? Now, this is not your first journey. You've done this before, and many others around you have also. What wisdom and practical tips have you gained from such journeys over the years? I've learned that preparation matters. Knowing where I'm going and having some idea of how to get there is helpful. Reading the travel guides or listening to the stories of other travelers is not only fun and inspiring, but it can also spare me from unnecessary difficulties along the way. If I begin a journey with having put some thought into it, I'm more likely to relax along the way and enjoy the scenery. The journey is more pleasurable if I travel light and not feel I need to anticipate and cater for every possible scenario I'll come across. I think of the scene from Runaway Bride. Julia Roberts is enthusiastically packing her backpack for a hiking trip with so much stuff that she ends up flat on her back with her backpack beneath her. Traveling light is not only about how much stuff we take with us, but also about how much anxiety or worry we load on with us for the journey, and how driven we might feel to be ready for anything and everything, despite that being impossible. Traveling light means finding the balance between good preparation and being flexible enough to flow with whatever happens. This is also what makes the journey spontaneous and fun. Sometimes I realize along the way that I'm carrying more in my backpack than I need to. I can pause anytime and reassess and repack what I'm carrying and let go of what no longer serves a purpose. Some of my equipment may have seemed essential at the beginning of the journey, but at a certain point, it just weighs me down and slows my progress unnecessarily. My experience has shown me that even when challenges arise, and they will, somehow things have a way of working out. And yes, they don't necessarily work out the way I would want them to. So far, I have survived each journey and have emerged with greater resilience and trust in myself, and generally with a new friend or two. There is a lightness in knowing that while things don't always go to plan, well, my plan at least, the outcomes are sometimes more delight-filled than I could have imagined. Someone has a plan, even when I'm not aware of every aspect of that. And maybe I need to surrender some control. I've discovered how important it is to rest on the way, to take time to pause, refresh, and enjoy the beauty of the world around me, as well as replenish my energy. The destination is not just a goal to be arrived at, but becomes the journey itself as we evolve and attune ourselves to the way we are going. And because my journey is my own journey, I have learned to notice my own physical and emotional needs for pause and rest, even when they're different to the rest needs of those I'm traveling with. Sometimes it's good to rest simply because I can, and not because I need to, or because the butterflies floating in the air are simply too gorgeous to walk past. The journey isn't always at one set pace, as though the destination is the most important thing and I'm in a hurry to get there. Sometimes I attack the rugged path in front of me with gusto and enthusiasm because I'm full of energy and can't wait to see the view from the next hilltop. At other times, I just want to take it slowly, rest frequently, and enjoy the view right where I am. I've learned that while I value and even occasionally crave alone time, it's a much better idea to travel in the company of others, preferably those whom you trust and feel safe with, and can share joy and laughter with. Such companions ease any hardships along the way. I've also learned to consider carefully the thoughts and opinions of others on the journey. Obviously, not everyone has the same opinions as me, and I want to listen respectfully to those I meet, learning what I can. However, some of the things I hear or the attitudes I see are damaging or destructive. These will not help me in my own journey and may cause confusion or unnecessary stumbling. I'm learning more and more to pay attention to the still, small voice within me, God's voice and my own inner wisdom, and weigh up the words and advice of others with what I already know to be true. My journey is made all the richer by kindness, the kindness of strangers and those who are loved and familiar to me. Kindness that is both given and received freely and unconditionally. For me, kindness, especially unexpected kindness, is like someone unexpectedly giving me a cold drink of water on a hot day when I'm feeling spent. I love to also offer that same experience to others along the way. Looking back on this past year, I see lots of unexpected twists and turns, and have discovered new ways of connecting with people, as well as enjoying fruitfulness in familiar ways. And yes, there have been some things that just didn't work out the way I wanted them to, as well as some things that are still unresolved and painful. Taking all of that into consideration, how do I want this year's journey to be? I'd like to be walking into this new year with courage, curiosity, kindness, and lightness of heart and load. I hope to discern what I need to hold on to and what I need to let go of, not just at the beginning of the year, but throughout. I'd like to be open to the unexpected and also know that my feet are firmly planted on the rock that is my God. My desire is to embrace all that God has in store for me and to share the fragrance and fruitfulness of that in all I do. May the road ahead be filled with splendor and wonder. May the valleys and mountains unfold before you in just the right way. May you find green pastures and refreshing waters when they are most needed, and face the challenging and unexpected paths with boldness. May you walk each step with curiosity, courage, hope, and anticipation, knowing that the one who called you is walking beside you and knows each step you take and what you need in every moment. May you walk each step this year with lightness, joy, and hope, and share that lightness, joy, and hope with everyone you meet. Amen.